The famous Argentine cartoonist Joaquin Salvador Lavado, whose pen name is Kino, was born on the 17th of July in 1932 in Guayaquil, Argentina. His comic strip creation, known as Mafalda, which ran from 1964 to 1973, is very popular in Latin America and many parts of Europe. He has created Mafalda to draw attention to global issues, especially with respect to humanity. This feminine character is the voice of the people and is not afraid to say or do things others might shy away from. Although she might be young and small, her ideas are big and her heart is in all that she dares to do. Mafalda is an inspiration for all mankind. In 1963, Mafalda was created by Joaquin Salvador, an Argentinian cartoonist. His goal was to promote an electrodomestic company, Mafalda, and their marketing campaign. The campaign was never accomplished, and the name of Mafalda was born for a magazine. Her history is centered around her parents and friends to expose the fight for equal rights, and eventually also spoke about their issues in the country. In 1976, Mafalda was chosen by UNICEF to be a spokesperson for child rights. There are many books in different languages presenting people from all places of Mafalda's world. She has crossed over into today's world of technology, such as YouTube. Mafalda's parents are Mom, whose name is Raquel, and Dad, whose name is Alberto. They feel overwhelmed with Mafalda's questions about politics, sex, and war. She also has a brother and 5 friends who play an important role in the stories of Mafalda. Felix is usually lost in fantasies and imagination and is deeply scared of school. Monolito, born from a Spaniard, he is obsessed with his dad's business. Susanita is a frivolous girl with blonde hair. She is always talking about marriage, maternity, and fantasizing about being a housewife. Miguelito is a rebel and a little too eager to get into philosophical debates. Guille, or Nando, is Mafalda's little brother who hates soups and has a pathological dependence on his pacifier. Being Mafalda, a well-known cartoon, I will introduce to her my Hispanic and non-Hispanic students to learn historical, cultural, and political issues. She will also help me introduce lessons and instructional material to teach Spanish and English. She will become their friend and guide to follow the lesson plans, making language learning fun and educational at the same time. Also, her friends play an important role in my lesson plans. The conversation that occurs between Mafalda and Felipe acts as an example for the students when they will be assigned to develop their own conversation. In this slide, a conversation between Mafalda and her friend Felipe introduced the idea of informal greetings in the target language. These lessons are created for the course Elementary Spanish 1311 for students at the university level. This slide depicts a conversation introducing the students to the formal greetings used within the Spanish language. Embedded within this presentation are cultural lessons which relate the idea of respect within the Spanish-speaking countries and the people who speak the target language. Within this slide, the students are introduced to the verb ser, which in English means to be, and the forms of the subject pronouns. The uses of ser include to identify, express occupation, marital status, profession, plus religious and political affiliation. For more information on Kino and Mafalda, please visit the following websites. The following sources were included in the research of the presentation.